Bob. Saturday, Edgar Berlanga at Madison Square Garden. What are your expectations?
Well, I think it's going to be a great crowd, and it's going to be a real showcase for Berlanga. He's destined for big things, but this is his hometown, and I know he wants to be outstanding in his performance.
Okay, now he is on his way to becoming a contender. You do eye that title shot down the line. Do you have in mind any opponents who would you like to square him up against?
Canelo. I think that would be huge, but that's down the line.
That's down the line.
There are a lot of good 168-pound guys, so he's not going to lack for meaningful opponents.
What would you think about a potential matchup with David Benavidez?
I think that's really good, but that's also down the line. David is much more experienced, tremendous fighter, but that would be a very fan-friendly match in a year or so.
Absolutely. Now, I just want to get your opinion, Bob, because something that David Benavidez said is that he had made an offer to Berlanga's team, but that they turned it down. I just want to hear your side of that story.
I never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
I mean, Berlanga in his development is nowhere near what Benavidez is. So, I mean, assuming that was made, but I don't think so, it's way too early for that.
Gotcha.
Eventually, that's a great fight. That Mexican, Puerto Rican, that would, be a big attraction. But, give the kid time to develop Berlanga. He's had all these one-round knockouts, and then he hurt his biceps, so he had a 10-round fight or so. Give him time to develop, and then absolutely we would make a fight with Benavidez.
Now, I also want to ask you about Vasily Lomachenko. Currently, the whole situation in Ukraine, where the plan is to try to get him to leave the Ukraine so he can train over here in the U.S. How's the progress with that under the martial law?
Well, the Ukrainian government, which is tremendous, is cooperating with us as far as Lomachenko and also Uysk. They realize there's tremendous publicity value in having them come out, train, and participate in title fights, and hopefully the war will then be over. But if it isn't, go back into defense mode. So I don't know where that stands with either guy, whether they're going to accept the offer of the cultural minister of Ukraine to leave and to train for fights.
Understood. And what are your thoughts at this moment on let's say, the Klitschko brothers, Vasily Lomachenko, Uysk, all the guys that have geared up to fight for their country at this moment?
They're all heroes. Everybody here in the United States and people around the world are all pulling for the Ukrainians. They demonstrate what a brave people they are. I pray that the Klitschko brothers, Uysk and Lomachenko, are safe because they're friends of mine and they mean a lot. But the sacrifices that the Ukrainian people have made are just enormous. And everybody, the job they're doing, standing up to this monster for the sake of their country and for civilization, is to be commended.
Absolutely. Now, Bob, I just want to get your take. I know you can't really control Tyson Fury's career, but he did say that he plans to retire after April 23rd.
He's going to retire the way I'm retiring. He'll probably be fighting long after I'm not fighting anymore. Yeah, fighters say that.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to push themselves into a superhuman effort in the fight in front of them, and they say, "Well, this is going to be my last fight." But I don't believe that.
So you don't believe that, no? Now, assuming he does get past this fight, April 23rd, what fight would you like next, Bob?
Well, I would of course like the winner of Joshua Usyk. I assume that fight will happen, and then in the fall, Fury can fight the winner.